Same thing that happened last time, so I think we're... After some technical difficulties, we should be live here. Just is starting. It's another waiting. Interesting. This has never happened before. Oh, now we're live. I believe we're live. So we had some technical difficulties here to start this game, but we should be live. Yeah, we are. Awesome.
Okay, nice. And it's up to you guys. Lehigh's up 7-0. They got a 3 and out on defense. And then they had a drive where they converted a 4th and 2 on a very unusual play. Yoder had a couple nice carries, and Green was able to drag a guy into the end zone for the Lehigh touchdown. So 7-0 Lehigh right now, and it's 3rd and 9, and Georgetown has the ball.
Yeah, we got 8 minutes left here in the first quarter, so only missed a couple minutes. And we will get the rest of this game here live for you guys. Here we got Des Thomas taking the snap, looking back. Blitz almost got to him, but he's running now down the sideline, and he will get the first down. What a great run by Thomas as he's wrapped up and brought down.
That really was a great run. It didn't look like he had any options there. Nobody was open, but he just made the play with his feet. He avoided a couple potential tacklers and was able to tightrope the sideline to pick up the big gain and a much needed first down for Georgetown.
Yeah, it looked like a gain of almost 20 there on the long third down. And Thomas is able to extend this drive with using his feet. Thomas now looking to the left on the snap. Almost hit as he's thrown, but he's able to get it off for a quick gain of about 3 yards on the check down. That was Isaiah Grimes on the reception.
Should be 2nd and 8 now, I think. 2nd and 7.
It's interesting. Lehigh has 2 number ones on their team, and they're both starters, one on the offense, one on the defense. At least one of them's a quarterback, so it's able to keep pretty easily difference between the two of them. Des Thomas takes the snap, fakes the handoff to the outside, and the screen pass is incomplete. He's throwing it way too far past the receiver.
Yeah, that was. Looked like a little RPO action there. And yeah, just not a great throw. He was there, he was open. But yeah, just kind of missed him, threw it too far out in front.
Yeah, this is something we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, but Des Thomas has been notably relatively inaccurate so far this year.
He has been.
And you've already been able to notice it to start this game.
Yeah, a couple easy missed throws.
And there's another one right there, but it was tipped.
Yep.
So that one he has a reason for, but now it will move to 4th down, and the Hoyas will be forced to punt.
Yeah, not much going on offense for the Hoyas so far. Only one first down. Not many completed passes. And Lehigh's going to get the ball back.
Set to receive once again for Lehigh is Nick Pelitekian, punt returner. He has space this time once again before he's brought up, and he's actually fighting through the tackles, and he has a lot of room down the sideline. Great return by Pelitekian, almost 20 yards.
Yeah, that was awesome. It looked like he was going to be tackled at the 30-yard line, and he was able to pick up a couple more, although it looks like there's a flag here maybe.
Yeah, looks like a couple were thrown by different officials. First one of the game.
Yep.
10 minutes in.
Interested to see the call here. They're discussing it.
Lehigh looks to be walking back.
Yeah, maybe a block in the back then.
After the
Wow.
play, unnecessary roughness is what they're going to call.
Oh boy, that's...
You can hear booing from the crowd.
Yeah, that's not good there. After the play too, so just so unnecessary.
So we are going to have a media timeout here, so we're going to come back in a couple minutes. Thank you. All right, welcome back here to South Bethlehem as Lehigh will take over with 6 minutes to play in this first quarter here. Current score 7-0. Your Lehigh Mountain Hawks winning. So Johnson in the shotgun to take the snap with Yoder to his left. It will be a handoff to Yoder this time. Yoder follows the blockers and isn't able to get very far. It looked like they had like an extra lineman to the right there, and weren't able to really pick up anything on the play.
Yeah, not much there, not much room to run. A lot of Hoya defenders in the backfield, so no gain on that one.
Yeah, Georgetown has been really good to stop the run so far this game, other than that one run by Jaden Green, which obviously got into the end zone. Johnson takes a snap, dropping back this time. He's going to actually run it himself. He has a lot of room up the middle of the field, and he will get the first down. Looks like it wasn't intended to run, but he saw the space and he took it.
Possibly, yeah. Or maybe it was a QB draw. I don't know.
It's an option.
Yeah. But yeah, no, definitely a good player there. And yeah, in the first drive, yeah, the Hoyas did a pretty good job stopping the run. The main play that kept the drive alive was a Johnson play where he ran away from pressure and was able to throw it about 15, 20 yards downfield on 3rd and 12. So the Hoyas have been pretty good besides a few plays here and there.
Johnson dropping back and looking downfield for 15 yards, and that is thrown. It looked like it was incomplete. Yeah, incomplete.
Yeah, he,
Bounced out of his hands.
he was looking for Jamil there. He was open, but the throw was on the wrong side. Jamil had a route towards the sideline, and obviously you want to hit him kind of when he's going there, but Johnson threw it kind of the other way, which gave the defender a chance to deflect it away, and that's what he did.
Yeah, well played by the defense as well. So now it'll be 2nd and 10 on the Mountain Hawks' own 43-yard line. Johnson takes a snap, dropping back, looking to the left side of the field, and able to get a quick pass to the inside on the in route, and that looks like a gain of about 5 yards.
Yeah, he had Green on the out route. Georgetown brought a bunch of guys. He kind of had him wide open. I don't know. The defender was late getting over there, but he kind of missed him, it looked like. But still a decent pickup, making it 3rd and manageable here. Should be 3rd and 5.
3 receivers on the far side on this play, 1 on the close. Jaden Green to hit Johnson's left. Johnson takes a snap, dropping back, looking left this time. Able to throw it downfield and over the head of the receiver, and it will be incomplete. Almost a spectacular catch.
Yeah, Georgetown brought a lot of pressure there, so Johnson had to get rid of it quick. He did. Not a bad throw, but yeah, just good defense there by Georgetown.
Yep, I think everyone did what they were supposed to do on that play. And now Lehigh will be punting the ball. It's punter Connor Poole here. Here's the kick. This one's deep. Looks like it'll
Ah,
fly straight into the end zone and for a touchback.
yeah. Bit deep there. Not exactly what you want, but
Got a little too much leg on it.
yeah. Had good backspin though. If it landed 7 yards, closer would have been really good. But Georgetown's gonna get it at the 20 now.
Looks like they threw a flag and called holding on the play, though, so they will go back.
Half the distance here.
So it looks like we're headed to immediate timeout, so we'll see where they spot the ball once we get back. Welcome back here to Goodman Stadium. We have 4 minutes left to play in this first quarter here as Georgetown will take over the ball. Looks like they are spotting the ball on their own 10-yard line, so they got 90 yards to push down the field. Thomas takes the snap, looking to his left, now looking right, and there's a lot of pressure, and he's able to break out of the tackle. And now he's going to launch it downfield for open receiver, and it is over his head. Receiver stopped moving, it looked like.
Yeah, he did. That actually looked like a great ball. That ball landed in bounds. It was only like 4 yards over his head, and as my partner mentioned here, the receiver did stop moving. He kind of like turned around, maybe expecting the ball to be not thrown as far, but that was a great play by Thomas. He avoided the pressure, and that was a great ball.
Yeah, I think that's almost exactly where you want the ball to be, but for some reason, I guess the receiver didn't expect it to go that far.
Yeah, he just spun around. I don't know. That was weird.
He was past the defenders too.
Yep.
So now it will be 2nd and 10. To motion on the far side of the field to the close side. Thomas takes a snap. It's a handoff this time to the inside. And that is quickly stuffed by the Lehigh defense.
Yeah, not much there at all. Looks like a little, just 1 yard gain. 3rd and 9.
It's now 3rd and 9 on their own 11-yard line. Could be great field possession. Thomas takes a snap. He's hit as he's thrown again, and this one is almost intercepted, but over the head of the receiver as it bounces off his hands.
Yeah, a lot of pressure by Lehigh there on that possession. Receiver had a chance at that one. It hit his hands. Just throw was a bit high, but again, not a bad
Oh,
throw there with all the pressure. He literally got hit as he released the ball. So,
yeah, they called roughing the passer.
oh, damn.
So
Huh.
the good defensive play will be brought back. We hear some Lehigh coaches right next to us in the booth who don't seem thrilled with the call. But it is first down now for the Hoyas.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that call there, but
Thomas stepping up in the pocket and is able to complete a pass downfield. Lehigh,
oh,
it's
incomplete.
incomplete. It looks like he dropped it. Thomas has made some really nice plays, but his receivers don't seem to be able to hold on to him. So maybe it's not an accuracy issue from Thomas here.
Yeah, he has made some good throws. That one was interesting there, actually. I thought the Lehigh defender got there a little early with the contact. No pass interference call. He kind of bumped him as the ball was coming in, and I think that probably caused him to drop it, but no call. Maybe a little makeup for the other one. I don't know. That roughing the pass one was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
He did get hit pretty hard, though, so.
This is a
Oh,
very quick pass completed to the inside, and that will be a gain of about 15 yards on that slant route.
yeah, that's the top receiver there, Jimmy Kibble. Over 700 receiving yards coming into this game, and he almost broke it free for maybe a touchdown. There's only one defender back there
He
for
almost broke
Lehigh.
that too.
Yeah,
He was really close to breaking that tackle, and he would have been gone.
yeah,
But instead, it's 1st and 10 for Georgetown on their own 43-yard line. Takes a snap, looking to the left on a quick screen pass, and it's not there, and he will be sacked. Great work by the Lehigh defense. That was Tyler Ochowski on the sack.
yeah. Nice pressure there. The Lehigh defense has been pretty solid so far, especially the guys on the line. They've got into Thomas a bunch. He's made some good plays with his feet to avoid more sacks, but not there. Kind of, I don't think he saw that one coming. Kind of came from behind him.
Yeah, I've honestly really been impressed by Thomas so far this game. He's looked like a really good quarterback.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's making a lot of plays with his feet.
Takes a snap again this time, looking downfield. Makes a run for it again as the pressure collapses and gains about 6 or 7 yards before being brought down.
Yeah, another nice play there. Couple nice moves. Again, looked like could have been a sack, but he was able to turn it into a positive gain to make it third and somewhat manageable. Still third and long.
Yeah, these pockets seem to be collapsing pretty quickly,
Yeah, a lot
and
of
he's
pressure.
able to very quickly move it in. Thomas takes a snap on this third down play as the pocket's collapsing again. He looks downfield for his receiver, and it is incomplete. Another play where you could consider a PI being thrown.
It was definitely close. Another great ball. He gave his receiver a chance to catch that one. Seeing the replay here, I think there was. Ooh,
That's tough.
oh boy.
It looked like he was a little bit early there.
Yeah. Lehigh got lucky there.
Hmm
He didn't turn his head around at all. That's kind of the rule for PI. If the defender's, making an effort to make a play on the ball, they almost never call it. But the defender kind of just like ran through the receiver almost.
There, now here's the punt with Pelitekkin back to return. He will receive it, and there is not a whole lot of space for him to run there, but he's able to make some moves and get past him before running right into a defender and getting brought down. Really impressive returns by Pelitekkian.
Yeah, it's been three of them. Yeah, I mean, I think three of them where it looked like he could have been tackled 15 yards earlier than where he ended up being tackled. So he was back inside the 10-yard line. He was able to take it out to about the 25. So the guy's going to have okay field position here for their next drive.
Yeah, I feel like every time he catches the ball, there's someone directly in front of him, and he's able to just make a move and get past him.
He's a playmaker. He's making some really good plays on the punt return.
Yeah, he's a defensive back too for Lehigh, so he's doing everything all over the field. Johnson taking the snap. This time he's going to keep it himself after faking the handoff to Green, and he's hit pretty hard before being brought down.
Yeah, got to be careful there. Don't want to take too many hits as the quarterback. A little 3-yard gain, it looked like.
Yeah, Johnson's not the biggest guy either.
Yeah. You got to love the toughness, though.
Absolutely. That's what you want to see from your quarterback, playing tough like that, but you don't want to see him holding their leg after a play.
Yeah.
So 2nd and 6 here, Johnson dropping back, looking downfield. Oh, what a catch. Looks like they will give it to him on the back shoulder catch.
It's Mason Humphrey there. Great play. Yeah, nice back shoulder catch. Good throw, too. Is able to, keep a foot in bounds. And Lehigh's. So they'll stoppage here.
Yeah, so we got the end of the first quarter here.
Yep.
7-0 Lehigh as they start to drive down the field, looking to add more on when we come back in a couple minutes in the second quarter. All right, welcome back here to South Bethlehem for the second quarter of the Lehigh Mountain Hawks playing against the Georgetown Hoyas. Now, as the first play will be a handoff inside to Jaden Green on this first down, gain of about 5 yards. Anything from the first quarter that you think's worth highlighting here?
Yeah. Georgetown's quarterback is 2-9 right now on passes, but we've kind of been alluding to it a little bit in the broadcast. He's been making good plays and good throws, so not really his fault too much. I think his receivers got to help him out a little more.
Johnson completes a quick pass here up them inside before the receivers being brought down, gain of about 10, 15 yards.
Yeah, that was Anthony Feaster there on the catch. Nice little catch and run, and Lehigh has it again into Georgetown territory, looking to extend this lead.
Yeah, Hayden Johnson's done a really good job of spreading the ball around. It's not been focusing on too many receivers. There's 4 different receivers with at least 10 yards on this day so far. And now it will be first down for the Mountain Hawks as they're knocking on field goal range. And this will be a handoff inside to Green, who's brought and wrapped up right around the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he tried to bounce it outside there, but yeah, he was nice tackle there by Georgetown. As Yoder's going to come in now for him.
Yeah, having that 1-2 punch on the running backs is so valuable because both of these backs are so capable of gaining yards and making the plays that need to be made.
Yeah. And both of them are fresh too if they're splitting time. So yeah, definitely important.
Extra lineman in, fakes the handoff to Yoder. Looking downfield now is Johnson, and it is all dropped by the tight end. He had a lot of space there to run if he was able to bring that in, but that was Moranka with the drop. And there's a injured Georgetown player on the field.
Yeah,
Flag thrown as well.
yes, flag. I'll say stuff after we see what the flag is.
Roughing the passer.
Wow.
So Lehigh will be bailed out there after the drop.
Yeah, he might have been able to take that for a touchdown maybe if he held on, probably close to it, but seeing the yeah, there was no one really. Yeah, I don't know.
It would have been a first down at
Oh,
least.
for sure. Yeah.
Um, and looks like we will quickly move to immediate timeout for the injured player. So we can be back in a few minutes. Welcome back here in Goodman Stadium with 13 minutes to play in the second quarter. Lehigh is driving down the field after this roughing the passer call. They're now down to the 21-yard line. Hayden Johnson and shotgun to start this series off, and he will actually that's Matt Mahala keeping it himself.
Yeah, nice play there. Read option. Was able to pick up about 7 yards, looks like.
Yeah, good run by Mahalik. Whenever you see him in the game, you almost know it's going to be a run 100%.
Yep.
I don't think I've seen him throw the ball very often. Now Johnson subs back into the game. Second and 4 here on the 20-yard line. Right into the red zone, and there's a handoff to Yoder up the inside. Yoder able to get some space to run, and it looks like they'll get the first down.
Yeah, nice tough inside run there by Yoder as Lehigh has it on the 11-yard line now.
Technically can get a first down, but very unlikely.
Gotta think they're gonna go right back to him here, right?
Have to. I mean, they had a lot of space there on that run. No receivers on the far side of the field. Everyone's on the close.
Yeah. I was gonna say they looked a bit confused. Looked like a tight end was looking at the quarterback, and we heard from the coaches
A couple
that
seconds before it was called.
yeah, that they're gonna take a timeout.
Get some insider information up in the media booth.
Yeah, I mean, plays in the red zone are so crucial. So, even burning a timeout is okay just to make sure you get it right because you don't want to waste one. You don't want just something really bad to happen because you just don't know how many times you're going to be able to get into the red zone in a game. So,
Yeah, absolutely. It even looked like that whole play. There was a bunch of confusion around the field. The receivers were running left and right. They didn't know where they were supposed to line up.
exactly.
No one was on the same page
Tight
there.
end was looking back. The running back switched. Yeah, just, yeah, as you said, didn't look like they were on the same page. So, they're going to talk about it here for a minute.
I don't know how this. I mean, we still got a lot of time left to play, but I don't know about this 24-point favorite thing going on. Georgetown looks pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. There's just a couple plays here and there where, this game could easily be, you know, 7-3 or 7-7. We thought on the last drive that the officials missed a PI call, which would have given Georgetown a first down on third and long. So that was definitely a big play. Their quarterbacks look good. They are having some offensive line trouble, I'd say,
Hmm.
because Lehigh's getting pressure a lot, especially on, uh, the dropbacks. But yeah, I mean they're not playing bad. This is a crucial possession here. Georgetown, to stay in this, they really got to try to hold Lehigh to three here.
Yeah, definitely. I think Lehigh, just on defense, should have a couple more sacks based on the way the defensive line has been playing. But Des Thomas has done a great job of being able to run away from all this pressure and escape and use his legs to extend these plays. And it's really the only reason that Georgetown's able to move the ball at all.
It's true, and that won't show up in the box score, but he's. Again, 2 for 9 doesn't look good, 20 yards, but he's done a good job out there so far. I like how he's played.
So now, after the timeout, Lehigh comes back out and looks like they have the play that they want to run this time. Some motion on the field. First and 10. Johnson takes a snap, dropping back, and a flag is thrown. Looks like it was a false start.
Wow. That's got to frustrate the coaches there. They just called a timeout and then they'll have a false start.
Blame the band playing.
Yeah.
So now they'll be brought back 5 yards, first and 15 from the 16-yard line.
Looks like they're setting up the throw there too. Was interesting.
Now you have to imagine this is a passing down.
Maybe.
Could
Oh,
not be. It will be a handoff. Actually, he
wow.
keeps it himself. Hayden Johnson has a lot of space to run, and he runs right into the defender. Wow.
Wow.
He dropped his shoulder and just ran right into him.
He sure did. Yeah. That was a great play right there. Wow.
I don't know if he gained a whole lot from dropping that shoulder between just sliding, but
Yeah. I mean that was
really shows some physicality from your quarterback.
for sure in the NFL. You'd see the quarterback just slide there pretty much every single time,
Oh yeah.
aside from a couple. But yeah, that was a great play, and Lehigh's in good position here on the 6 yard line. It looks like.
Johnson hands it off to Yoder. Yoder looking for the inside, and he is in for the touchdown, completely untouched. Great blocking by the line and great play by Yoder for a Lehigh touchdown.
Yeah, great job. As you said, great blocking, untouched. So each Lehigh running back has a touchdown now, and Lehigh's going to look to extend this lead to 14 with the extra point.
Yeah, it's the thing you're going to expect from these Lehigh running backs is they're just going to score. That's all they do.
Yeah, offenses look really good so far.
The extra point from Garrido is up, and it is good. So now Lehigh is leading 14 to nothing here in the early minutes of the quarter. And I believe we are going to immediate timeout before the kickoff, so we'll be back in a few minutes to bring you back to this game. All right, welcome back here to Lehigh University here on this cold day as Lehigh is set to kick off the ball. Jaden, what do you think that Georgetown needs to do if they want to get back into this game?
Yeah, I think they got to establish the run more. The running back Savion Hart has only had 3 rushes for 8 yards. In their last win, he had a really good day. He had over 100 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. So yeah, I think they got to try to run the ball more efficiently and more to take some pressure off their quarterback. And yeah, the O line's got to definitely block a little better because there hasn't been room running wise, and the Lehigh defense has gotten to Thomas in the passing plays.
The kickoff by Poole lands right in front of the end zone, and we'll have some space to return before the Lehigh defenders swarm him and is brought down by the 15-yard line.
Yeah, that's not going to help either. They're not going to have good field position here
And it's not even that they're not running the ball well; it's they're just not really running the ball at
at
all.
all. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
They have what, 3 runs so far?
Yeah, three. Yeah, exactly. 3 runs.
Yeah, that's not enough. You need to diversify your offense.
Yeah, and that's not gonna help there. I mean, the offense has struggled a bit, and you'd like to get good field position. Just having to go 84 yards against this Lehigh defense, it's just tough.
Yeah. So we'll be 1st and 10. Thomas hands it off this time. That's hard up the middle. So they are starting to do what we hoped that they would do.
That was probably their best run of the day. I think 4 yards. It looked like not bad. I mean, I'd run it again. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I'd run it again. We'll see what they do though.
If you can get 4 yards on every play, you're happy with that.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly. Then if it's third and short, there's just so many options. They've faced so many third and longs. Like two or three third and nines, and it's just obviously you're passing there, so it's just difficult.
Yeah, it's another handoff. Actually,
Oh,
Thomas is going to keep it himself and is before being brought down.
jeez, looked like they had space there on the.
Yeah.
That was an inch. What do you think that was?
I mean, it looked like some sort of option. I don't know why Thomas didn't just hand it off though.
Yeah, he he faked it and then he ran up the middle.
Yeah, he followed the running back that he just faked it to.
I don't know. That was interesting.
I don't know if that was designed or a decision that Thomas made on his own.
Yeah. Because usually with the read option, you want to go out wide as the quarterback. You fake it inside and you kind of go the other way. But as you said, he just followed the running back. Looks like we're going to have a timeout here.
Yeah, so timeout was called by one of these teams.
I think
Probably you have to
Georgetown
imagine
called it.
Georgetown.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is kind of what we were talking about, right? Now it's 3rd and 6, so now it's difficult because obviously you got to drop back and pass. And yeah, the Lehigh pass rush has been really good today. So yeah, I don't know. It's difficult here for sure.
Yeah, it's tough because Lehigh obviously is expecting a pass, and you're almost getting to the point where you need to put a spy on Thomas just with how much he's been running this game.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, so they're really starting to run out of options, especially if Lehigh is able to prepare for Thomas running the ball the way he has been.
Yeah. Look for number 13 here. Look for Kibble here to get the ball maybe.
Yeah, he's in motion right now as they switch up the formations. They had an extra receiver on the field. He had to quickly run off when they realized it. Thomas stays in the pocket, is able to complete this pass off, and that is Kibble, just as expected.
Yeah, yeah, nice play there. He ran a little curl, it looked like there maybe, and
Hmm.
kind of fed towards the inside. And yeah, good throw, put it right on him. So first down for Georgetown.
First and 10. Thomas in the shotgun. This time he will hand it off, and there is not anything there at all. Lehigh defense quickly swarms him before bringing him down. Looks like 3 or 4 defenders were in that area to bring him down.
Yeah, that was their backup running back, Jaden Sumter. Yeah, just not much room there at all. Just kind of ran right into the Lehigh defense. So they're trying to run, but just not too much there. I'll be interested to see what they do here. I could see him maybe doubling up on the run. I don't know though. See.
Yeah, it's another run. This time it's Hart, and there's still nothing there. Only a gain of about a yard or two.
Yeah, just not much room to run.
Yeah, this Lehigh defense is just overwhelming their offense right now.
Yeah. They're just dominating the line of scrimmage for sure on pretty much all plays.
And even the defensive backs have been covering really well.
Yeah, they have been.
There's been a few plays where there's been open receivers that could have made big plays, but even then, usually they're dropping the ball or they're not getting to it on time.
Yeah.
Thomas takes a snap, dropping back, and now he's going to scramble out to the right side. Lehigh's defending it pretty well. There's nowhere he can go, and he will still lose a yard, actually a couple yards on the play.
Yeah. Leah's going to get a sack there. Yeah, he tried to make a play with his feet again, but yeah, just not much open down the field. So he tried to run it, but just kind of got leveled into the out of bounds area.
Yeah, so that'll go down as a sack for the senior linebacker, Bryson Edwards.
Yeah, nice play there. He closed really quickly.
Now Georgetown will be forced to punt once again this game. No turnovers yet, just a whole lot of punts for the Hoyas. As now they kick it off. Palatakian back to return, almost blocked the punt. Palatakian takes the ball, scrambling again. Looks like he has a lot of space on the right side now. Blockers in front of him as well. And Palatakian's going to take the ball past the midfield and down to the 40
Oh,
before going out of bounds.
ooh, he pulled
He,
something there.
yeah, he definitely got injured somehow.
Looks like a hamstring. Ooh. Ah, you hate to see that. Yeah, he had some space, but he kind of just
He could,
went out of bounds because it looked like he pulled his. Oh, he just pulled something. Yeah.
yeah, it looks like he could tell something was wrong right away. Well running, he stopped and quickly turned out of bounds, as he said.
Another nice return though, despite that. So Lehigh's gonna have really good field position here again. Looks like they're gonna start on the Hoya side of the ball.
Yeah, only about 40 yards to go to the end zone after the injury for Palatakian. It looks like we have immediate timeout on the field before getting back into this drive, so we'll be back in just a couple minutes. We are back here as Mountain Hawks are set to take over the ball with really good field position after the return from Peletekian. Peletekian just, what is that, 4 different returns now, which have been really fantastic by him.
Yeah, he's looked great. I mean, he's just looked like a superior athlete out there, and it's helped Lehigh too. Aided 2 of their drives already.
Johnson will hand it off this time to Yoder. Yoder's up the middle of the field and wide open straight into the end zone. Wow. It looks like he was completely almost untouched on the play. And Yoder just runs straight into the end zone.
Yeah, just a little inside handoff there, and as you said,
That was it.
completely untouched. He didn't get touched at all. Yeah, and
He just took it in.
yeah, wow.
Wow, great play by Lehigh. And now we are up to 20-point lead with 7 minutes to play in the second quarter.
That's what you dream of as a running back right there. I mean, just great.
Oh, it's
Blocked.
blocked. Looks like they're going to try to return it, too. Ball carrier is brought down.
Okay, it's a nice play by Georgetown. You don't see that too often. An extra point blocked. But Lehigh's still gonna be up 20-0. As I was saying before, that's got to be the running back's dream right there.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
untouched for a 40+ yard touchdown. And yeah, he ate up ground there as soon as he got into the secondary. I mean, it was over. No one was tackling him.
I mean, I think there's really he had no thinking to do. He just hit the hole and bang, he was gone. That was it. Safeties, I guess, were mispositioned. They didn't really have a chance to make a play on him.
Yeah, there was just no one there.
So now after the quick one-play drive, Lehigh has a lead of 20-0 over Georgetown, and Connor Poole will kick it off.
Yeah, this is turning into desperation time for Georgetown. I mean, I know it's only the second quarter, but with the way Lehigh's offense has been, they got to put up some points here.
Yeah.
I think on this drive. I mean, at least a field goal to give their defense some time to rest. Because yeah, I mean the defense has been out there a lot. So and I mean that last play just got eaten up there.
This is a short kickoff. And Will's fair caught, interestingly enough. Is that a touchback?
Yeah, they're gonna get it at the 25.
Interesting.
But yeah, that was interesting because he caught it at like the 17.
Yeah, you thought he could have. He caught it with momentum too, so he could have ran forward.
Yeah, I would have loved to see him. Yeah, just try, especially with the struggles on offense.
Yeah,
That was I don't know. That was interesting.
it was a decision.
Yeah.
So now with the 20-point lead that they're facing up against, Georgetown will take over the ball. This one will be a handoff to Hart, and there's just nothing there once again. This Lehigh defensive line has just been all over the run game.
Yeah. Yeah, they're trying to run, but just yeah, as you said, just not much there. I don't know. They just don't have too many answers right now.
Yeah, Lehigh just looks like the better team on both sides of the ball. Thomas is playing his heart out there, but there's not much he can do. This one time I got a quick pass outside to Kibble, and Kibble is being wrapped up after the gain of 5.
Should be a third and medium here. I'm sure Thomas will look Kibble's way again here on third down.
Yeah. Kibble's been the only receiver who really looks like he's able to bring it in.
Yeah, I mean he has almost all the receiving yards so far.
Kibble on the close side of the field this time. Thomas alone in the backfield. Lehigh rushes 4, and Thomas gets the ball off this time to the far side of the field, and it is complete. It will be a first down. That was tight end Burke Carroll on the completion. First down for the Hoyas on their own 36-yard line.
Yeah, let's see if they can build on this. They've picked up about like one first down, I'd say, in every drive, but then they've been halted. Good run here.
And not a bad run there. Gained about 4 yards up the middle. That was Jaden Sumter. Yeah, it looks like they're starting to get a little bit of momentum going.
Yeah, important plays here for sure. Um, this is kind of about where they've been stopped before. Um, this is closest to the furthest they've gotten it. So this play will be telling, I think, right here.
This was a handoff to the inside to Sumter again. Gain of about a yard before being brought down. It was weird. Right after handing it off, it looks like Thomas almost ran with him, like alongside of him.
Just a lot of like confusion.
Yeah,
I don't know. You don't see that too much out of like a super well functioning offense. Like
yeah.
Lehigh hasn't really had any plays like that. Yeah, I don't know, just a bit of confusion maybe. I'm not exactly sure what that was.
Yeah, I wasn't sure who even had the ball because I didn't know why he was running forward. And now it will be 3rd and 5. Low snap. Looking around now, rolling out to the left side. He's able to go for the run, but and it looks like he will get the first down depending on where they mark him. Looks like they're marking him just a yard shy.
They should go for this for sure.
100%. And looks like they're going to they're giving the first down actually.
Okay, yeah.
They marked him shy, but they gave it to him anyway.
Well, let's see here. This
Oh
is
no,
interesting.
it is 4th down. That's a 4, right?
So I'm looking at the chains moved, but okay, they're bringing the chains back now.
Yeah, I'm so confused.
Yeah, so
It's 4th down.
it's gonna be fourth down. The chains guys thought it was a first down, so they moved. They don't have it set up right now though. Okay,
Okay,
I
4th and
think they
1.
got it. Yeah.
Yeah, 4th and 1.
So they're on the 45, and the first down is about at the 46. So they got to pick up a yard here. Now they're gonna call a timeout.
Did they have the
No
punt
way.
team out? No way.
Really?
I don't like that call. So Lehigh had 12 men on the field for a second there, and the coaches started yelling about it, but they figured it out. Was timeout being called? Officials are discussing something. That was weird. Felt like a long time to get those plays switched.
Yeah. I'm not. I would like to even see a review of where Thomas went out of bounds
Yeah,
there. It was close. Okay. The ref just said that the runner was short, and yeah, they're gonna punt. I
I
don't.
don't like that decision.
Yeah, I mean, Lehigh's offense has been so good today. I don't know.
And the punt is off, and the returner falls down immediately.
Yeah, it's Jamil there, not the normal punt returner.
Yeah, after the injury to Pelatakian, Jamil was forced to be the returner.
You can just see by that play how hard it is. I mean, he's Lehigh's top receiver this year, and yeah, he kind of just fell down as the defenders were coming to him. So just more emphasis on how well Palatekian was returning. So Lehigh's going to start with the worst field position of the day. So new challenge here. I assume they'll, just try to pound the run,
Yeah,
but
only
we'll
3 minutes left in this quarter, in the half.
see. Yep.
Enough time to get down the field for sure, but they could also look to just run it and move to the second half. Jaden Green to Johnson's left. It was a handoff inside to Green before being brought down as one of the Georgetown defenders gets really excited from the play.
I was gonna say, yeah, he was pumped. Yeah, it was good play there by Georgetown. About 3 yard loss, probably maybe two. So let's see how aggressive Georgetown is here. Not calling a timeout. They gotta. I mean, I don't know. they got to look to maybe get the ball back here if they can get a quick three and out because Lehigh receives to start the second half, and
Hmm.
Georgetown's down 20 points, so you got to think they really got to score here. Lehigh's gonna throw.
Looking downfield too. Now he's escaping some rushing, and he launches it downfield, and it is it.
Mm-mm.
I have to imagine incomplete. Yeah,
Yeah.
he caught it but out of bounds. Bobbled it on the way down.
Okay, maybe this was the thinking here from Georgetown. Punt it deep and then rely on the defense to get a three and out because they have a serious chance at it here with third and long and Lehigh on their own 14 about.
You still have to be confused on why they are relying on their defense after the way they've been playing so
Yeah,
far this game.
exactly. And it was only fourth and one, too. I mean, I don't know.
It was on like the midfield too. If you don't get it, it's not the
Right,
worst.
right. And also, you're down 20. Like, if you're down like seven, I understand,
Yeah.
but kind of need a score.
Johnson takes a snap, looking downfield once again. He throws it down the middle, and it is complete. Wow. A flag is
And a
thrown.
flag. Yeah. He's had a big day today, huh?
Yeah, that was a Feaster, I believe, his
Feaster, yeah.
third or fourth catch of the day.
Yeah, I think third catch there. And that was probably his longest one. Lehigh's going to decline this penalty.
Yeah, the pass interference is called, but obviously it declined with the completion.
Yeah, yeah, big play there. It's about like 25 yards, maybe more like 27, I think. Yeah, that was nice. Through the contact too. Good throw. Put it right on him. Just good stuff. So 2 minute warning here. And Lehigh is gonna look to add to the lead after the break.
And we are back here with 2 minutes to play in the first half. Your Lehigh Mountain Hawks currently leading the Georgetown Hoyas 20-0 with the ball, and they're also going to get the ball back at the start of the second half.
Couldn't have asked for a better first half, I'd say, so far. Offenses look great, defensive look great, special teams has been really good too. And yeah, they got the big lead to show for it.
Yeah, they just look like the better team, and there's nothing else to really say about it. And now here's a snap from Johnson. Drop backs and look down for the quick curl route the inside, and it is complete for a gain of about 4 yards.
Yeah, so still got time here. Whole playbook's open as they're hurrying back to the line of scrimmage.
Two timeouts remaining if they want to look to score as Johnson drops back looking deep again. This one is off the receiver's hands and incomplete.
Yeah, that was nice defense there. So yeah, third and six now. Not a bad throw at all. Just not much separation on the route.
Yeah. He still had a chance to make a play on it too if he was able to get his hands on it, but it was well defended by the defensive back.
I'd say look for Humphrey here or Jamil on Third and long, probably. Or Feaster's been good today too.
Johnson looking back, first side of field. That was Feaster again, but it is short of the line to gain.
Yeah, gotta think they're gonna punt here. I'd say with the lead in, getting the ball at the half. Although,
No, looks like they're going for it.
wow,
4th and 2 on the 50-yard line.
or at least try to draw them off sides, maybe. It'd be pretty bold if they go for it, but
Clock's running down. Maybe they're just looking to drain it.
yeah, I think so. Yeah, it doesn't.
Hard count from Johnson. Timeout is called. Yeah, so they will punt the ball. Just look to draw them off sides, drain a little bit more clock.
Sensible option there.
Yeah.
You don't need to give Georgetown a short field, especially when you got the big lead and
Yeah.
the ball at half. So
Yeah, I would not agree with going for that at all.
yeah.
So we'll have a quick 30-second timeout before we move into the half.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see how aggressive Georgetown is when they get the ball back here. They still got some time, not too much, but a little bit. Think I don't know. I think it'll depend on what happens here on the punt.
Yeah. I think a 17-point lead just feels a lot better than a 20-point lead, too.
Yeah, no, definitely for sure. And at least you just have some momentum going into the half
Yeah.
with some points being scored.
You need to give this locker room something to be looking forward to, something to be excited about, rather
For
than
sure.
just getting a crushing lecture from their coach during halftime.
Yeah.
Here's the punt from Poole. This one's high. Lands at about the 10-yard line before rolling into the end zone. Almost an opportunity for the Lehigh special teams unit to make a play there. But it will go into the end zone for a touchback. So we'll see what Georgetown does with 47 seconds to play in this half.
Yeah, you can see Poole was a bit disappointed there. It was a good punt. He angled it towards the sideline too. It really could have bounced out of bounds, and if it took a bounce towards the sideline, it probably would have been Georgetown would have been pinned at like the 5. But unfortunately, it kind of bounced straight, so it went into the end zone. So Georgetown's going to have it at the 20-yard line with 47 seconds left. And yeah, look for them to be pretty aggressive here, I'd say. I
Yeah.
mean, down 20 points.
I really hope they're aggressive. This will be a screen pass to the outside to the receiver, and he has some space to run. Nice play by the receiver. That's what you want to see.
Probably their longest play of the half there, about 20 yards.
Yeah, that was Hassan Mahasan, sorry. The receiver for the Hoyas. As the clock still runs because he was tackled in bounds. 30 seconds to play as this ball is snapped. Thomas. And he is
Get ready
completely
for it.
swarmed and brought down in the backfield for a sack.
Yeah, they got called timeout.
That's crushing right there.
Yeah. Yeah, good pressure by Lehigh. Just the front 5 there getting overwhelmed. The Hoya front 5 getting overwhelmed, just getting pushed right back into the quarterback, and that's just tough. I saw at least 3 O linemen getting pushed into the quarterback, and when that's the case, I don't know. He tried to kind of step up, but again, like his players are being pushed
Yeah.
into him. Like, there's just not much to do.
Yeah, the Lehigh defensive line has played fantastic. They've just been all over the linemen for the Hoyas, and there's nothing they can do, it looks like.
Yeah, no, they've been great. I think the longest running play for the Hoyas has been maybe like 5 yards
Yeah.
or something. So yeah, look 7 yards they got on one play, but that was rare. I mean, they've averaged like 2 yards a rush. So yeah, and obviously when they've passed, they've gotten a lot of pressure. So
Thomas is dropping back again. He swarmed, and there's just nothing there. They tried to get a screen pass off, but the screen pass had no blockers in front of him. The screen did not exist.
oh man, that was a great play by Nelson there. Yeah, he anticipated this screen and just threw the Hoyer running back down there.
So that, well, I believe will move us right to halftime. They're not going to make a play after that. The second and 16 quickly becomes a 3rd and 20, and they just say the drive's over and we're going to halftime.
So Lehigh 20, Georgetown 0. Lehigh will receive the second half kickoff.
Back here, everyone, to South Bethlehem here at Goodman Stadium. Your Lehigh Mountain Hawks are currently leading the Georgetown Hoyas 20 to nothing. We got just 2 minutes here until halftime is over, and Lehigh.
The passing attack and the running attack. Um, and then on offense, I mean, I still think they got to try to run the ball better and run the ball more. Maybe get creative. Run with their quarterback a little bit. Maybe some read option plays because they've tried like a lot of inside zone type handoffs, and Lehigh defenders have just kind of been there. And just a lot of both of Georgetown running backs running into Lehigh defenders at like the line of scrimmage, basically. And obviously, that's not going to get it done. And the reason I say they should maybe run is because their passing attack has just not been great. Some drop passes, a lot of pressure from the Lehigh front four or five, and it hasn't looked pretty. Also, there's been some confusion on offense too. Just some plays where it just doesn't seem like the quarterback and the running back are on the same page. So I don't know. Look for them to maybe run the ball more, and they got to start with a stop here on defense.
Yeah, absolutely. If they want to keep the lead down, they just need to get a stop here regardless. I think any score here from Lehigh kills any chance they kind of coming back into this game. I know there's still a lot of time left to play, like they could absolutely come back, but they have quite literally zero momentum right now. It's all momentum on side of the Mountain Hawks. So if they need to get back into this game, they need to stop this drive right now. I think it just seems like Thomas has been holding the ball a lot more than he needs to. So I don't know if that's a Thomas issue or if that's a no one's open downfield issue. So maybe they need to look to try to get these short passes just to get the ball out of Thomas's hands as the kickoff goes off. Fielded around the 5 yard line, and here's the return from Jaden Green. And he has a lot of space to run. He's able to get it down to the 29-yard line before being brought down. So good return by Green.
I like that what you just said. I think quicker passes is good too. Um, yeah, you see in the NFL all the time them just kind of looking at like how quickly the quarterback gets it off after the snap is received, and usually the quarterbacks that could get it off in like less than 2 seconds, usually they're really good and their offenses thrive. So I agree with that.
First, we got to deal with the Lehigh possession. So as we'll have first down at the 29-yard line, and a flag is thrown.
It's gonna be a false
Yeah,
start.
looks like it. Yeah, it was a false start on the line. Now, first and 15, back to the 25-yard line, where they would have started without the return. Johnson takes a snap, fakes a handoff to Yoder, and then gets a quick slant to the outside. Gain of about 2 or 3 yards.
That was some tackle.
Yeah. I don't quite know why, but the receiver jumped up in the air to catch the ball, and he was hit midair and thrown to the ground.
Yeah, he got like suplex into the ground there.
Impressive to be able to hold on to it.
It was, yeah. That's Lehigh's top guy. Jamil with the catch. Short gain. Second and 11 now.
Johnson here with Yoder to his right. Fakes handoff to Yoder's now dropping back, looking downfield, throws it down the middle, and that's Jamil once again. Good catch as he dives forward.
Yeah, that was a really good catch. If Johnson could have put it on him more, he could have broke it free probably for an even bigger gain. But the throw was a little in front of him, but a nice diving catch there to pick up the first down.
After two quick plays by Jamil, Lehigh has the first down at their own 45-yard line. Looking across midfield. This time they will hand it off to Yoder, and he runs up the middle for a gain of about 4 yards.
I like what Lehigh's done here to start the half. You'd think, up 20 points, maybe they just try to, run it every play, but they came out passing, aggressive, and they're going to have another chance here to score as they have the ball on their own 49-yard line.
Yeah, they don't seem to care that they're up at all. They're playing just as urgent, just like they need to score on this drive. Johnson looks like to be making a change on the line. In the shotgun, takes a snap, hands it off to Yoder. Yoder looking to run to the left side, finds some space, and gets the first down. Flag is thrown in the backfield, though. Have to imagine that's a hold.
Nice run there by Yoder. Good little move he made, but
It's a hold.
as my partner said, yeah, it's coming back.
I keep looking at Clutch on the far side of the field. He's wearing a ghost costume here on Halloween weekend. He looks silly running around, covered in a bed sheet.
You think he could win for best costume, or is he not in the running?
I don't see anyone else really competing right now, so I think he's a winner in my heart. So now it will be second and roughly 15 yards, 16 yards. Johnson's going to run it himself up the middle and through tackles, and he fumbles it. Ball came out. Looks like Lehigh was able to retain possession, though.
Fortunate there to regain possession. That ball came flying out. I think right into the chest of an O lineman. Not sure who it was, but it's going to be third and very long here for Lehigh. 3rd and 20.
Yeah, you saw the Georgetown sideline jump up for a second when they saw the ball fly in the air, but then no one started pointing the other direction, so Lehigh was able to retain possession. It will be 3rd and 14.
Oh, my bad, guys. I thought it was 3rd and 20.
Johnson in the shotgun, dropping back, looking down the middle of the field, now looks to the right, completes a pass to Jamiel, but it won't be enough.
Yep, nice tackle there. Gonna set up 4th and long.
So Georgetown got the stop that they needed. Now they need to trust their offense to get back into them. Connor Poole back to punt. Returning for Georgetown, Hassan Mahasan. Punt's up in the air, and this one's pretty good. Looks like it'll land about the 5-yard line. See where the bounce goes, and it just barely trickles into the end zone.
That's been the third one. That's been a touchback there. Just not a friendly bounce there. It landed at about 7 or 8 yard line probably, and just kind of bounced forward. So Georgetown's gonna have it on the 20 yard line.
Yeah, there was a Lehigh player who was almost able to get it to it and make the touch before it got in the end zone, but he was just a yard or two shy. So now it will be Georgetown football with 10 minutes and 57 seconds to play. The ref never signaled for a media timeout, so I don't think we're going to one. But the sidelines appear to be acting like there's one, so I don't know. Yeah, I think it is. We'll be back in a minute. So after this very quick media timeout, we are back here in South Bethlehem as Georgetown takes over the ball and with 10 minutes and 57 seconds to play in this third quarter. Starting to get pretty windy, it looks like, out there. May impact the quarterback play. as the Hoyas take over at 1st and 10. Thomas in the shotgun takes the snap, hands it off this time to Hart. Hart is fighting through it, but still not there. Stayed up for a while, only gains about a yard.
Very reminiscent of the runs in the first half there. Just kind of running to the right, right into a Lehigh defender. I would say maybe the one thing that they haven't really tried is like short, quick passes that you were kind of talking
Yeah.
about. It's either been like a run or like a drop back. There.
Here's a quicker one, and
Oh
it's
my
picked off.
God.
That is an interception, and it's going straight back into the end zone for a pick six.
Wow.
That's Aiden Singleton for Lehigh with the pick. What a play. He just jumped the route right away on the quick pass, and there we go. It's another score for Lehigh.
He sure did. We're gonna see the replay here. I don't
Didn't
think
even
the
jump it.
receiver was even looking at the
Yeah.
ball. The throw looked like it was there. The receiver just kind of cut it off. But from what I saw, the receiver just didn't even look the quarterback's way. It looked like a slant route, and he just didn't even have his eyes up.
Yeah, it was very confusing. Looks like some more confusion between the two, receiver and quarterback.
Yeah, there's been a lot of confusion for a team that's won their last 3 games. I'm not really sure what's going on today. It is an early game. It is away. Um, I don't know. Maybe they're a bit tight, nervous. I'm not exactly sure, but that was probably like the fourth type of confused play that I've seen from Georgetown today, and that cost them 7 points there because the throw was there. From what I saw, the throw was there. The receiver just didn't have his eyes up at
Yeah.
all.
Georgetown has not looked like a 5-3 football team so far today. I
They
mean,
haven't,
they're
and
currently
three in a
third
row
place.
coming in.
Yeah,
Three in a row coming in.
they're third place in the Patriot League right
Yeah.
now. So I don't know if the Patriot League is just weaker than we expect it to be, or Lehigh is just that good.
Yeah, I think it's probably a bit of both, I'd say. I mean, I think, Georgetown, they didn't look too bad like in the first 10 minutes maybe, but I don't know. Since then, the defense hasn't been great. They've looked a bit confused on offense. And just their plays just aren't super fluid. I mean, that if the receiver had his eyes up, that would have been probably a good completion there, but I don't know. That was just weird.
So this kickoff will be fair caught at about the 2 yard line, and it will be a touchback. So Georgetown will try again.
Yeah, but besides what Georgetown has done, Lehigh's done a great job of capitalizing on the Georgetown mistakes for sure. Every time Georgetown's looked confused out there on like a second and medium, Lehigh's punished them by causing a punt on the next play. And obviously right there that was a great play there to capitalize on the mistake and to extend the lead. So Lehigh's played superb football. They haven't really made any mistakes, and they've punished Georgetown for the mistakes they've made.
And that's a good run there by Hart. Gains about 6 yards on the play. They finally get some space to run, and they took advantage of it.
Yeah, close to the longest run of the game there.
I mean, Lehigh has definitely looked like the number 7 team in the country right now.
Yeah, we've looked good today for sure.
This is another handoff to Hart. He's finding some space on the outside. It is able to just keep running sideways, but not really forward at all. And it looks like a loss of about a yard there.
Yeah, he's probably trying to go around there, but yeah, he just lost the yard. And here we go again. Another 3rd and 5, um, where Georgetown has to throw. So just tough when you just don't have multiple options. 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1. You can obviously run it, so the defense has to be prepared for both. But now, Lehigh could just kind of line up their pass rushers.
Here's the rush, bringing 5, and they're bombing it down the field this time. And it will be caught. Wow. Wonderful play by Georgetown. They really needed that.
Yeah, that's their top guy, Kittle. That was that was a great throw. What a throw! Seriously, I mean, You couldn't have dropped it in a better spot. That ball had great airtime, and it was a great throw. So impressed with that one.
Yeah, so now Georgetown gets the ball furthest they've got it all game down to the 26-yard line of Lehigh as Thomas drops back looking for the end zone to Kibble this time, and it is almost intercepted, but before it goes down, there were 3 Lehigh defenders in the area as he tries to get it to Kibble. Looks like it bounced off Kibble, almost into a defender's hands. Yeah.
Yeah, tough window there.
So now it's second down. Georgetown starting to knock on the door.
First plays in Lehigh territory the whole game for the Georgetown offense.
Thomas now takes the snap, and he's going to run it up the middle himself. There's some space this time before being brought down. Gains of about 6 yards. Had a blocker up the middle he was following.
Yeah, nice play there.
One of the linemen seemed to be down for Georgetown. So they're going to take a minute to check him out, and we will be back just after this media timeout. We are back here at Goodman Stadium after the quick injury timeout. Looks like the center for Georgetown was the one who went down, so they have a backup center in. He was practicing snaps on the sideline just to make sure he's all right while they check out the starter. And now Thomas will take it, look to run up the middle again before that area collapses, and they get a quick pass off, actually. Interesting play, and it works out for Georgetown. They get the first down.
It was an interesting play. He threw it to Grimes there. It looked like a design quarterback draw, but nothing was there, so he just kind of found a receiver to pick up the first down. So
Yeah, that's one of those plays where you worry about linemen being downfield when they
right,
shouldn't be.
I was looking for that, but no flag. And first red zone opportunity here for Georgetown.
This will be a handoff to Sumter up the middle, gain of about 4 yards. As Georgetown finally looks to be moving the ball.
Best drive of the game by far.
Oh, by far. Is this the only time they've even been past the halfway line?
Yeah, it has been. Yep.
Wow. Here they are, down at the 9-yard line. Should be 2nd and 5 here. Here's the snap. Another fake handoff to Sumter. Flags fly as Thomas tries to run it himself. And he will be brought down. After a gain of about 4 yards, we'll see what the call ends up being.
Whoa. Did you see that at the end there?
Yeah, Lehigh defender got thrown around. Not quite sure what happened there. No extra flags were thrown on that, on top of what was already thrown at the start. We'll see what the call ends up being on that. 2 flags were thrown, one on each side of the field. So maybe it's offsides if both refs noticed. False start? Huh? Illegal formation.
Okay,
It
so
always confuses me because I thought illegal formation was supposed to be one of those pre-snap penalties that they blow dead.
right, right.
I don't know why they seem to be letting those run.
That was weird. Yep.
So we'll try it again. 2nd and 10 here from the 15-yard line. Sumter in next to Thomas. Thomas dropping back, looking to the left side, and he is completely blindsided and brought down. He did not see the defender coming whatsoever, and he is brought down for the sack. That was Tyler Ojoski again. That's his second sack of the day.
Yeah, as you said, I didn't see him coming at all. He was looking left, and he got sacked on the right. Not great pocket awareness there. So it's going to be third and long now for Georgetown.
Actually, that's Ojoski's third sack on the day.
Wow,
He's having himself a day.
impressive.
Thomas now looking, and he throws it towards the end zone, and it is caught complete. Oh, he fumbled it right before the end zone. We'll have to see what the call ends up being there.
Who has it?
It is
Touchback. Wow.
so it's Lehigh football if it stands, but he may have been down. It was
It was
close.
definitely close. He tried to reach over the goal line with, I think, his right arm, and it got poked out as he was going for the end zone. We got to see a replay there because there are a couple of things to look at, right? Was the ball cross before he fumbled it, and was his knee down?
So as of now, it's Lehigh football. You have to imagine they're going to review this one. Yeah, they are reviewing it. So we'll be back in just a couple minutes to let you know the conclusion of this review. So we're going to actually come back here during the review because we have the $10,000 kick to win that Lehigh University Dining does. So we got some student out here ready to kick a, what is this, a 30,
Oh no, it's further.
45-yard
45.
field goal.
Yes. Yeah.
He's
This
hyping up the crowd.
this almost
He's getting
never
ready.
goes in.
$10,000. Here's the kick. It's, oh, it did not get to the 15-yard line. You think he would have practiced a little more than that.
Right.
He didn't even have the run up right.
No, no, no. Yeah, that had no chance. He didn't even kick it right. He
Who
kicked
chose
it with
this
his
guy?
toe. Yeah. Sometimes I think they just choose like the least athletic looking person to kick it.
He had no chance of making that kick. It didn't even get up in the air. He could
No.
have kicked a 15-yard field goal and it would not have had a chance.
No, exactly. Yeah, he kind of went at it wrong, I think. I mean, I'm not a kicker myself, but he kicked it how you'd see someone kick the ball in like the 70s where
Yeah.
they toe poke it. And as my partner said here, he didn't have the run up at all.
No.
He only started from like 3 yards behind the ball, and yeah,
It was
he's
embarrassing for him.
a little bit. It looked like he was just out there, maybe not to win the money, but to just for the experience, let's say.
So the Lehigh offense is on the field right now. So it looks like it will be Lehigh football.
Wow, that's that's tough for Georgetown. They're putting together a great drive. That was a good play there to convert the long third down just for the fumble. So unfortunate for them.
Yep. They said the ruling on the field is upheld. So Lehigh will take over the ball at their own 20-yard line right as Georgetown was about to score a touchdown as they show the replay on the It was just out. He was not down, and it's out. Really unfortunate for Georgetown, but now Lehigh looks to add to the lead with 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Here's a handoff to Green up the middle. Nothing there. He's wrapped up.
Two takeaways now for the Lehigh defense on the day, and both have come here in the second half.
It's now 2nd and 9 for Lehigh Mountain Hawks. Dropping back is Johnson looking downfield, and he is being. Oh, he's able to escape the pressure. It looks like he was about to be brought down, but now he runs out to the right side and is able to gain a couple yards before being pushed out of bounds.
That was a nice play. Looked like he was going to be sacked for a loss of 7, but he turned it into a positive gain. And he's given the Mountain Hawks a chance here on third down.
So it'll be third and probably about 6 or 7 yards. We'll see if they're able to complete this on third down. Third and 6 for the Mountain Hawks. Yoder in. Next to Johnson. Johnson dropping back, looking to his left. Now looking up the middle of the field, and it's complete. Oh, he drops it. It was in his hands and fell right out. That's one you got to bring in.
For sure. Few and far between there with the drop for Jamil. He's Lehigh's top receiving target this year. Usually those catches are a sure thing. It was right on him. Yeah, as my partner said, you got to bring that one in. But he knows that, and I'm sure he won't let that happen again for another 100
Yeah.
potential catches.
You saw him right after the catch. His hands went right to his head. He knew he needed to catch that one. But now we'll be punting the ball back to Georgetown, and this is a high one up in the air. And there's not a whole lot of room for the returner, and he gets right down. Nice play, but
Number 2.
yeah, that was Joshua Jones on the defense.
Was a nice play. No gain there after the catch. So Georgetown's going to have it on their own 34-yard line.
So we're going to move to our last media timeout of the quarter right before this Georgetown possession. We'll be back in just a minute. We are back here in Goodman Stadium in South Bethlehem on this pretty nice day, honestly. A little bit windy outside, but clouds are nice. Good amount of
Sun's
sun.
coming out.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a nice day here. As Georgetown takes over the ball with 3 minutes and 55 seconds to play. I got a question for you, Jaden.
What's up?
When was the last time that Lehigh football started a season 9-0?
No clue.
2012.
Oh,
Not
okay.
as far ago as you thought it would be.
Yeah, I was not expecting that at all.
And here's a run immediately from Georgetown. It is completely swarmed and brought down for a loss of about 4 yards. As Lehigh continues to just look like the better football team.
I mean, what a year it's been for Lehigh football. I mean, just beating quality teams before league play started and then just dominating in the Patriot League. It's been a dream year.
Yeah, even teams like Richmond, who made the playoffs last year, we beat in the playoffs last year. Played them to start the season, and we beat them pretty easily, and they were honestly disappointing. So here's a quick pass that's completed for a gain of about 4 yards, and that's what I'm honestly hoping that they start doing more of. Because it's not like the Lehigh defenders are playing really close to these receivers. I think they're giving them some room to make some plays, but they've not really taken those chances yet.
Third and long again now. Seems like we're a broken record here with Georgetown in the third and mediums or third and longs. So they're going to have to throw one deep again.
So here's Thomas looking downfield. Now he's going to look to run forward. Has some space, gets past the line of scrimmage, and now he's trying to make a move on the defenders, and he is brought down from behind.
Very close to the first down marker.
So you have to go for it here.
Yeah.
You have to.
You got to.
It's a 4th and 1.
Yep.
If they punt it from this spot in the field again, I'm going to be really disappointed, but it looks like they are going for it.
I mean, they have to.
Make it some.
Looks like they're bringing in the heavy package here. Gotta expect a run here. They just took some receivers out and brought in more offensive linemen. Jumbo package here. Man, look at this. They got an O lineman in the backfield.
Yeah, you got a big ass fullback. Here comes a snap. And it's a handoff inside to Sumter. Sumter, it looks like he got it, but it is close.
I think he got it. Yep.
They're
Yep.
giving him the first down.
Yep.
Lehigh defenders were holding their fists up like they held it.
Yeah, definitely close, but
They gave him the first down.
yeah, he got there.
Good run.
Yep.
It's just been so physical up the middle for both teams.
It has been.
So only a minute now in the third quarter. Georgetown need to start moving a little bit faster. They're 4 possessions down? They need a score here. They need the ball back at least 3 more times. There's a quick pass to the outside. A little bit of a wide receiver screen for a gain of about 4 yards. That was Hassan Mahasan again. The only other receiver other than Kibble that I seem to be saying the name of a few times.
Yeah, I'd like to see them go into the hurry up a little here. They're not really doing it too much. As my partner said, there's just not too much time to be down this many possessions, so you just kind of have to go, and they're gonna run.
Run up the middle, nothing there again.
And they should try to get another play in before the end of the quarter here. 15 seconds left.
They don't seem too urgent to do so.
No, they're just kind of looking at the sideline. Yeah,
7 seconds.
They're not gonna get it off. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not even running a play. They're just moving to the other side of the field. It's just really confusing stuff from this Georgetown offense. They haven't looked like they want to win this game.
Yeah, I mean they haven't looked great.
Yeah.
I mean the one good drive they had ended with the fumble.
And even the decision in the first half to not go for it on that 4th and 2 where they were on the same spot that they just went for this one.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So we will now head to a break before we go to the fourth quarter. Your Lehigh Mountain Hawks currently leading 27-0. Welcome back here to Goodman Stadium. Current score: Lehigh leading Georgetown 27 to nothing as we enter this fourth quarter. Uh, Something interesting that we noticed on the stat sheet is Georgetown's time of possession is 25 to Lehigh's 19. So it's very confusing to see that and then look at the score of this game.
It is.
So on this 3rd and 5, it's going to be a run up the middle for Thomas, and he is rocked. He got completely crushed and brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Wow, what a tackle.
Yeah, it was a great tackle. And yes, but some of the stats kind of indicate towards Georgetown, but just two turnovers, one being a pick six. Lehigh's been a lot better special teams wise, so just small things are making the difference today. As Georgetown's going to go for it here, 4th and 7.
Dire situation for the Hoyas. As Thomas takes the snap, looking downfield, now looking to run, and he's going to be brought down for a sack. That's 2 sacks in a row here. That was defensive lineman senior Matt Spatney, standout lineman for the Mountain Hawks.
That's another stat that's been in Lehigh's favor. I don't think we've been sacked today at all.
No, not a single one.
Yeah.
And that's the 6th now for the Mountain Hawks defense.
So Lehigh's going to take over here. 1st and 10 on the Georgetown 47.
Have to imagine they're just going to keep running the ball. Yoder and Green can just pound the football the rest of the game, and there's never anything that they can really do to stop it. I think one of the things we mentioned before this game is both Yoder and Green have not had a fumble at all this season.
That was surprising. I mean, obviously running backs are really good at taking care of the ball, but for how often they run it, you'd think they'd have at least 2 to 3. Nice throw there.
Yeah, as Lehigh offense continues to be aggressive, Johnson with the rollout to the outside, able to complete a pass to Jamil. And that was a gain of about 17 yards.
Yep. Nice play action play there. And he was wide open on the left side.
So now Lehigh is looking to add on to their lead. Johnson. This time it will be a handoff to Yoder. Yoder tries to take it up to the right side of the line. Gains about 2 or 3 yards before being brought down. So it will be 2nd and 8 for the Mountain Hawks. Johnson in the shotgun takes the snap. Now dropping back, looking downfield. He's looking for the end zone this time, and it is caught for a touchdown. That's Jamil in the end zone up the middle. He was wide open. There was no one there.
He sure was open. And we mentioned that he dropped one on the previous drive, but he made up for it here with 2 big catches. That last one resulting in another touchdown for the Mountain Hawks as they extend this lead.
So I think they're going to cover the spread.
Yep. I think so. Dominant in all facets of the game today.
The extra point from Garrido. Bad snap, but it's up and it is good. Lehigh Mountain Hawks leading 34 to nothing with 13 minutes left in this fourth quarter. We mentioned at the start of this drive, we expect them to run the ball, look to run out clock. They did the exact opposite. 2 quick throws downfield, quick touchdown.
Stayed aggressive. Yeah, that's been their nature today and all season. Super aggressive, even in spots where they could have been conservative with the big lead. But they've kept their foot on the gas, and it's resulted in a great day for the offense and the defense too. They've dialed up some great pressure, and they've really got into Thomas today. And I mean, they've just been great. They've looked like the number 7 team
Yeah.
in the country. I mean, they really have. They've looked great.
One of the things that really sets apart good teams from bad teams is not just being able to defeat other good teams, but it's by making sure that you show teams that you are worse than, that like you deserve to be one of the best teams in the country.
Of course.
And Lehigh is sitting here as the number 7 seed, and Georgetown is not anywhere close to that, and they are proving it right now.
Right. I mean, there's just yeah. I mean, they just their mindset is there's no when they got the big lead early, they just thought there's no need to make this game close, no need to make it a contested contest. Just, keep playing ball how we know how to, keep being aggressive on offense, aggressive on defense, and just continue to rack up points and just to, make this game a blowout. And
Yeah.
it really has been.
It's encouraging to see Lehigh move the ball downfield through the air as well, because we know that they can run the ball. We know Yoder's going to do well on the ground. We know Jaden Green can run very well. But being able to see Johnson complete these passes, especially down to Jameel in the end zone like that, is what you want to see going into playoffs, going into Lee Loff at the end of this year, which it could end up being for the Patriot League title,
Right. Yep.
as both us and Loff sit 3-0 on top of the Patriot League right now. Uh, I don't have the score up, but I'm pretty sure Loff is winning because I think they're against Holy Cross this week, who is not a very good football team.
Yeah, they were winning when I checked last.
Yeah, they're up 7-3 right now, so it's actually a close
It's
game.
close, yeah.
Holy Cross is playing them pretty well. And we are against Holy Cross next week, I believe, right?
Yep, we are.
Holy Cross is 1-7 right now, currently 1-2 in the Patriot League. So they are definitely a team that we need to beat.
Yeah, yeah, should be able to beat for sure. Um, and yeah, I mean, I fully expect a victory there. I think we're home for that one too. Yep, we're home for that one. So yeah, I definitely like our chances. We might even be a bigger favorite in that one than we were for this one.
Yeah, it's possible. The wind knocked the ball off the tee a couple times, so we need to hold before this kickoff. And it will be a pretty decent return, actually. It was a short kickoff, fielded about the 20 and brought down to the 40-yard line.
Sure was a good return. It's good to see the Georgetown players on the sideline being happy for that return, even though, the game's not going their way.
That was tight end Connor O'Neill on the return. As Georgetown will take the ball.
So at this point, Georgetown's kind of just playing for pride here
Yeah.
with the game well out of hand. See if they could put up some points before this contest is over. Good play there.
Thomas completes a pass to the outside, gains about 5 yards. The wind's really starting to pick up here. You can see the goalpost shaking right now. If this was a close game, that might be something that's impacting your play. But right now, I don't think the conditions really matter to any of these players. Thomas dropping back, looking downfield. He goes deep, and it is really well defended, but complete. I believe that was Kibble on the catch. Yeah, it was downfield. Nice play by Kibble.
Sure was. He's been the one bright spot. He's close to 100 yards now receiving with that one. So yeah, nice throw and catch there. So Georgetown's gonna have another chance in Lehigh territory.
Thomas takes a snap, hands it off the inside to Sumter. Sumter runs forward for about 3 yards before being brought down.
99 yards for Kibble now.
Here's a quick pass to the outside from John. Oh, Kibble drops it. It was right in his hands and fell right down.
That would have put him north of the 100-yard mark there.
That's a little unfortunate there. There was really no defenders. He just dropped it. Nothing else going on there.
Just dropped it. 4 down territory here for Georgetown. 3rd and 7. Got to try to pick up at least 3 to 4 here. Make it more manageable for fourth.
Thomas dropping back, looking to the right, and almost
Oof.
intercepted right off the hands of the defender.
Yeah, good defense there.
It was intended for Kibble. That was Talon Dudley who almost got the interception. So we have 11 minutes now in this fourth quarter. Before this big fourth down, Georgetown's probably one of their last opportunities to some points up on this in this game. Thomas takes the snap, looking to his left. Now he's looking to run before he is sacked again.
Yep.
That's the 7th sack for the Lehigh Mountain Hawks as the sideline's excited.
Lehigh brought a lot of pressure there. They brought probably about 7 or 8
Yeah.
guys.
It's a lot of backups in right now for Lehigh. That's Aiden Williams, the linebacker, on the sack. So you have to imagine that there's a lot of freshmen and sophomores in for the Mountain Hawks trying to get this defensive unit, and they're able to be successful. And now it will be the Mountain Hawk football.
Yeah, it's definitely encouraging to see that. I think I think the main thing for Georgetown going forward, I would say, is that Thomas has made some good plays today, but he's got to get rid of the ball earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, good sack by Lehigh there, but he had some time there, and he had someone open on the near side. So you just got to get rid of the ball and just let your playmakers make the plays. As nice run there by Jaden Green to pick up the first down.
Yeah, Jaden Green almost escaped again to get down the field, but a gain of about 10 yards for a first down as he's tackled right around the line to gain. So it will be 1st and 10 at Lehigh's own 47-yard line. 43-yard line, sorry. Did some math wrong there. Aiden Johnson remains in the game. He's going to keep it himself and run up the middle. Interesting to see running your quarterback in this scenario.
I think that was the backup there.
Was that
though.
Mahalik?
Yeah,
It was Mahalik.
Yeah.
Either way, still interesting that your quarterback's running the ball.
Yeah.
The 1 and the 7 look too similar when they're facing sideways.
Yeah. Johnson's back in there now.
Scott Yoder to his right. Takes the snap. He will hand it off to Yoder up the inside. Yoder's still moving forward. Wow. He lost track of him in the pile, and he just kept moving forward with it. And that's a gain of first down.
Yep, kept moving those legs. Got a little push from the O lineman and was able to pick up the first down.
So Mountain Hawks move past midfield now. It will be 1st and 10.
I would love to see Lehigh get some of their backups in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
I mean, I still see Humphrey, Jamil. I see Jaden Green in there.
I don't really see a point in playing starting offense when you're up 34-0 with 9 minutes in the fourth.
Agreed.
Johnson hands it off to Green, and Green, with a lot of space, runs it up the middle again. That's another first down.
Yeah, nice move there.
As the Mountain Hawks continue to move down the field.
Yeah, college is a little different sometimes. In the NFL, if this was the score, you'd see all the backups in for sure.
Yeah.
But college, I don't know. Sometimes they keep the starters in a little extra.
I mean, after this drive, I'd be shocked if they're still on the field.
I mean, the backups should be in right now.
Yeah, I
mean,
agree.
34 points. Come on.
This game's been over since the end of the first half. As Johnson's going to keep it on the run himself. A little bit of a stiff arm before he gets to the outside. Gains about 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, close to a horse collar there, too.
Good run by Johnson.
Yeah, no, it was a nice run.
Yeah, the one thing that you really like to see out of Johnson is he is a physical runner. He doesn't run very often, but when he does, he's not afraid of contact whatsoever.
Not
Not
at
something
all.
you often see out of a quarterback.
It's impressive. Yep. He takes these defensive backs and these defensive linemen head on with his. With he just lowers. You've alluded to it. He just lowers his shoulder
Yeah,
and just goes for the extra yardage.
no fear whatsoever. Johnson takes the snap. This time it is a handoff to Yoder. Yoder finds some space, almost bounces off a tackle, but he is brought down.
Crossley, I think.
That's Crossley in.
Yep.
They do have their backup running back on the field now,
Yeah, that's good to see.
and they make a bunch of substitutions now too. So it looks like they are starting to put backups on the field. I guess they are listening to us.
Yes, that's good. That's good.
I mean, we can hear the coaches. Maybe the coaches can hear us. Johnson still on the field. Takes a snap. His handoff to Crossley up the middle, and he gains the first down.
Yep, different running back, same result here.
Yep. Anyone can run behind this line when they're playing this well. Yeah, now they have their fourth string running back, Connor Hilling, on the field.
Nice. They got some backup receivers in there too. I see Jaden Ferguson.
Feaster's still on the field as well.
Yep.
Feaster's having a good day, though.
Oh my God, yeah. Career day, I think.
Yeah.
He's been great today.
Johnson takes a snap, hands it off to Hilling. Hilling looking for some space up the middle, and he runs through contact again.
Yep.
All four of these backs not afraid of contact.
Yeah, you gotta love that. He's been sitting, on the sideline the whole day and just went right in and just took that defensive lineman straight on to try to pick up a few extra yards. That's stuff coaches love to see.
Absolutely. Hayden Johnson coming off the field now. So Derek Morgan is the quarterback on the field for the Mountain Hawks. Third string quarterback, not Matt Mahalik. Morgan takes a snap, hands it off inside, and there's not a whole lot there this time. Gain of about 2 yards. That one was Hilling once again on the run. And now Lehigh's doing a pretty good job running this clock down to 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Morgan takes a snap, hands it off again to Crossley. Crossley actually kept it himself, and he's diving for the end zone. Will they give it to him? They got it.
Hey, there we go.
The sideline's excited.
That's awesome.
Touchdown by Derek Morgan on the run.
That's awesome. I think that's his first one of the year too.
Yeah. He's a freshman quarterback, so that's definitely exciting for him.
First career touchdown. Wow, that's awesome. Good for him. That was a great
Yeah,
play.
the sideline's still excited for him.
He had me fooled too. I thought he handed it
Yeah.
off, but he kept it and he dove for the pylon and was able to get it. Great play.
Yeah, Crossley kept running without the ball. He
Yeah.
ran all the way.
He had us and the defense confused.
He's got the backup kicker on the field, too.
Nice.
Number 21. That's Kanan Kimball. Are they reviewing it? Yeah, it looks like they're taking a look.
Oh man, I hope it stands.
Oh, they better not take it away from him. That would be terrible.
It was close.
Current score is 40-0. Your Lehigh Mountain Hawks leading with 4 minutes and 21 seconds as we review this decision. Here's the decision. Kicking team staying on the field, so I hope this is the decision we all want to see. The ref seems to be waiting for it. Yeah, so as we said before, next week we will be hosting Colgate in our last, or sorry, Holy Cross in our last home game of the season before we head to Colgate and then Lafayette to finish off the season. Colgate is currently sitting in fourth place in the Patriot League, right below Georgetown. However, they are 3-5 overall, so they're not a great team either. So both this Holy Cross game and this Colgate game coming off, both must-win games for Lehigh.
Yeah,
Uh,
super winnable, of course.
Absolutely. Especially heading into this Leloff matchup, which, assuming Lafayette doesn't drop any of these next two games, it's going to be a matchup for the Patriot League title. Um, Currently, with the way Lehigh is playing, we get the decision. It is a touchdown. They gave it to him. Thanks for that. But if Lehigh and Lafayette both win these games, it will be a match for the Patriot League title. Um, with how Lehigh has played this year, even if they don't make the Patriot League title, there's still a very high chance that Lehigh makes the playoffs just from an at-large bid, just from how high they're rated. As here comes the kick. And it is good. So the backup kicker is able to complete the extra point as well, and now makes the score 41-0.
That game's going to be a lot of fun if both teams are undefeated in league play, and the longest rivalry game is also for the Patriot League title.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a lot of fun.
I believe it's the 200th anniversary of Lafayette as a college too. So that's a lot of storylines going on there.
It's crazy. Wow.
Last year, Lehigh beat Lafayette at home to secure the Patriot League title, and the goalposts were torn down and thrown in the Lehigh River. Sadly, don't think we'd be able to do that this year. We could go try and do it. I don't know how the Lafayette fans would feel about that. There is a river right next to their stadium. We could get to it.
We gotta win the game
Yeah,
first.
well, slow down, I guess. My bad. So I believe we are moving to our last media timeout of the game right before this kickoff. We'll be back in just a couple minutes. Welcome back to Lehigh University here on Goodman campus. Current score 41-0. Your Lehigh Mountain Hawks winning. This has just been dominance on every aspect of the word. There's really nothing that Georgetown has done to look like a competent, competitive football team in this game. They had one drive where they got down to the end zone, but sadly ended with the fumble for them right on the goal line. They haven't really just had any opportunities to score otherwise. And here's the kickoff. This one is way deep into the end zone. It will be a touchback.
It's been a truly complete performance from Lehigh as their players are pumped right here. Wow, look at this. I think they're congratulating
Yeah,
place kicker there on the touchback. That's awesome to see. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Being happy for things like that. I mean, that's great. I love seeing that.
yeah. That's first year place kicker John Kipf. So a lot of backups on the field right now have to. Yeah, I don't recognize any of these numbers I see on the field right now. And here comes a blitz.
Oh my god.
Oh, backup quarterback in as well for Georgetown. He sails the ball past the receiver. Quarterback right now is Jack Johnson for the Hoyas, as this game is all but over.
Yeah, good pressure there. Good pressure there by Lehigh caused the that bad throw.
Johnson takes a snap, hands it off the inside. Gain, pretty good gain, about 6 yards. The clock continues running.
Uribe with the carry there. As we are below 4 minutes now on the game clock.
Johnson takes a snap.
Oh.
This one is fumbled, and he is
Oh.
crushed.
Jeez.
Wow.
That's not fun as a quarter. Oh, and we're gonna have a penalty after the play. It might be on Lehigh. Unnecessary roughness,
Yeah.
I think. We'll see what
Yep.
the officials say.
The linebacker Dudley saw the ball hit the ground and immediately took off towards the quarterback and crushed him as soon as he picked it back up.
Yeah, bad snap, low and to the left,
Mm-hmm.
and then just no chance. See the officials call here.
Gonna see some messy play likely with these backups.
Yep.
Yeah, unnecessary roughness. Crowd's booing it for some reason.
So Georgetown's gonna keep the ball here.
First and 10 for the Hoyas. 33 minutes and 33 seconds remaining. Johnson takes a snap. This pass is complete to the outside, gaining 5 yards before being brought down by the defense. Johnson takes a snap. This time he's looking to the close side of the field, and he's looking deeper this time. And it is complete. Gain of about 15 yards. Nice catch on the comeback route.
Keon Sutton, that was. Oh, my bad.
Cohen Sutton.
Cohen Sutton.
Yeah.
Good throw there. Good strong throw across the field.
This time it's a run up the middle again, and he's a lot of space. What a great run. Gain of about 25 yards. That's Uribe again. So now it's first and 10 Georgetown. They're inside the red zone, just outside of the red zone, actually.
Most explosive running play of the day there.
Right before the 2-minute warning. Looks like they're going to get one more snap off. And Uribe takes it again. This time he runs for about 5 yards before being brought down. And we will head to the 2-minute warning. So we'll go to our final media timeout. We'll be back in just a minute. We are back for the last time here. 2 minutes to play in this fourth quarter and in this game. Jack Johnson, the quarterback for the Georgetown Hoyas, looking to put some points on the board, put up more than a zero. He fakes the handoff and gets a quick pass out to the outside for a loss of about a yard or two. Not a whole lot there, and it will be third down.
Really good defense there. Everyone was on that guy as soon as he caught it, so.
Yeah, they tried to fake it off with the handoff to the other side. They
Yep.
tried to get him with the QB run. No one bit on anything there. So we'll be 3rd and 5. Johnson takes a snap, dropping back, looking to the inside, and it is complete on the curl route. Looks like it will be a first down. It's what they should have been doing all game.
Yeah, simple short pass, little 6 yards.
That was Connor O'Neill on the first down reception.
Time continues to tick. Minute left now in the game.
I mean, this is probably going to be the last drive.
Yeah. Unless they punch it in quickly.
Yeah. Johnson fakes the handoff, and now he's going to run to the outside, and he is drilled. He saw the defender in front of him, should have got rid of it at least, but he just stood there and took the sack.
That was CJ Wood there for Lehigh. Nice tackle there. Yeah, he probably should have thrown it away, but
Yeah.
tried to make a play, and guess we're going to have a timeout here by Georgetown.
Yeah, Georgetown takes a timeout as they want to talk over this play now for 2nd and goal from the 20-yard line. The senior defensive back, CJ Wood, getting some playing time here. It's what you want in your senior year. Be able to play as much as you can on the field. Even if you're not making a huge impact, you're still able to get these sacks in these moments. He's definitely loving it.
Yeah, plays like that serve as just great memories.
Yeah.
That you can tell your kids, your friends, anybody about.
Yeah, you
even
don't
if
need to
you're
tell him
not-
the score.
Yeah, you know. It'd be like, we beat Georgetown 41-0, and I had a sack
Yeah,
in the red zone, you know?
exactly.
But yeah, no, great play there.
Johnson dropping back, looking to the right side, going for the end zone, sailed way over. Him and the receiver were on 2 different pages.
See, that's the thing that's confusing, right? They just took a timeout, and clearly the quarterback was throwing to a different route than the receiver ran.
Yeah, like what did they talk about during the timeout?
Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting to me. I guess they do have their backups in, but
Yeah.
I feel like we've seen a bit of that the whole game.
Yeah, I agree. You think they should know the play being ran as Johnson drops back for another pass. And he is almost brought down again. He looks to run forward, and he has some space this time. He might be able to bring it into the end zone. And he is diving. We'll see if they gave it to him. They're marking him short.
What a play, though.
Wow. He ran through contact. He did everything that whole play.
What a play.
Great run by Johnson.
Sure was. Picked up about 18 there.
So now it will be 4th down on the 1-yard line. This will be the last play of the game. Georgetown takes a timeout, interestingly.
Yep.
Just to talk it over, get one last shot to punch it in.
Yep.
At least put up anything other than a 0 in this game.
Moral victory here is on the line.
Oh, yeah.
That was a hell of a play, though.
Oh, definitely. Great run by Johnson.
So what do you think? I was gonna say, what do you think they do here? You think they just try to run it? I mean, they got about.
You have to run it.
Mhm.
Interesting. Right now, number 81, their wide receiver, is currently practicing kicking on the sideline. He's right on the sideline. I don't know why he was doing that, but it was funny to see that. I don't know if he's gonna be the one kicking the extra point or what's going on here.
It's funny.
But I have to imagine they're just gonna try to run it up to middle. They might give Johnson an opportunity. They might give it to the running back, Uribe.
It's got to work through there. I think some sort of inside zone option
Yeah.
where maybe they fake it for like a little bootleg to the right or to the left.
Yeah, they got the heavy set, it looks like.
Okay.
Big fourth down here. Lehigh sidelines all jumping up and down, trying to get the crowd excited. Johnson in the shotgun takes the snap. He's looking to throw, and he is crushed.
Oh,
He's able to stay up. He took a big hit before, and it is
incomplete.
incomplete.
Oh, wow.
I can't believe he stayed up.
That was yeah, that was crazy. That was pretty good play there to give his team a chance to put some points up, but it was not to be.
Yeah,
Not
Lehigh
to be.
makes the goal line stand, and that will end the game. Well, I guess they technically don't have room to kneel it.
Yeah, they'll
They're on the
probably
1 yard
just
line.
run it up the middle maybe
Yeah,
or something. I don't know. That was an exciting play though,
that was
even with the
exciting.
score being 41-0. I don't know how he shook that tackle off. That guy came right through the middle.
Sprinting up the middle,
Yeah,
too.
and
So much momentum right into him, and he just didn't go down.
no.
Able to roll out to the left, got the throw into the end zone, and it was incomplete. There was a lot of traffic going on. Yeah, what will this play be? To sneak up the middle?
Yep.
Yeah, sneak up the middle.
I just go down.
And that will end the game. So a very, very dominant win from Lehigh Mountain Hawks. Just looked like the better team on every aspect of the ball. There's nothing Georgetown really could do all game. And that will conclude today's game. Any final thoughts?
Yeah, man, you covered it. Very dominant, all aspects of the game, special teams, defense, and offense. The defense came up clutch, even the backups with some clutch red zone stops that just helped make the game not close. Lehigh did what they were projected to do, and even a little more
Oh yeah.
as they way covered the spread. And they're just super dominant. Georgetown's offense never really got going. They had some, good plays here and there, but when it mattered, their offense just wasn't there. So great win for Lehigh. They showed why they're one of the top teams in the country, and I'm looking forward to the next few weeks.
Yeah. Our next broadcast will be volleyball tomorrow at 5 p.m. against Bucknell. So stay tuned for that. We'll have that tomorrow coming to you guys. Otherwise, next football broadcast will likely be next week against Holy Cross, and that is another game that we are absolutely expecting to win. So look forward to that. My name's Jake. I've brought you this game here with,
Jaden,
and we are going to, yeah, thanks.